Hey, welcome to Business Growth Accelerator Live, where you're going to receive simple strategies for serious business owners who are wanting solid results. You might recall a little while ago I spoke to you about the ladder of loyalty. Do you recall it? Do you recall what the ladder of loyalty is? Well, I'm going to talk about it again because I'm going to talk to you this morning about Kev and Rob Lawton from A2 Tyres. And they took us somewhere yesterday, which I'm going to share with you because Janelle and I had the most amazing night. Now, getting back to the ladder of loyalty, do you recall the ladder of loyalty and what I spoke about here? Because let's go through it again, starting at the bottom. What a suspect. A suspect being a potential client. Do they fit within your target market, in your geographical area? Are they willing to buy? Now, suspects can include any individual or business name who you've acquired through your marketing and who fits into your target market demographic. Give you an example. You might have collected a whole lot of business cards from everyone who stops at your booth when you're at a business expo. And once you remove those that don't fit your target market, the remaining individuals are considered suspects. Now, a prospect, though, is a suspect who's taken action, as in they've made a phone call or an email or visited your premises. You've got to collect their details to stay in touch because customer loyalty is about relationship building. And so many people don't build relationships. They hope that you'll come into they'll come into your store and they'll sell themselves. It's not going to happen. So build a database of prospects and use your sales skills to move them up the ladder. Now, your suspect will become a prospect when they become interested enough in your business to make an inquiry. Now, this could mean downloading a piece of your marketing material, submitting a request for more info, or even having an exploratory meeting with you. The next one up, a shopper. A shopper is someone who buys only once, but has not yet decided to continue doing business with you in the future. But you still need to record the sale on your records. And this allows you to differentiate between a prospect and a customer because you've got to move them up the ladder so they buy from you multiple times. Because a customer is a shopper who makes a second purchase. Now, they now have a feeling of belonging and they're 10 times more likely to make a purchase if they've already made 2 purchases with you. So when you start to see a consistent buying pattern, you'll want to move your customers to the next rung of the ladder. So put the effort in, give them a membership pack, give them a membership card, give them a product catalog, do something that's going to make them want to come back to you. Next we go to a member. Now a member is someone you need to build a relationship with. In order to move your customer into the member category, you're going to need to build a trusting relationship with them. Now, people who enter this category start feeling like they belong, and they may you can reward them with a membership kit or other benefits. You'll know you've succeeded when the customer is no longer seeking competitive quotes from your product or service. They come to you and say, "This is what I need. When can I have it?" And just let me invoice me. Let me know the cost and invoice me. Then we've got an advocate. Now, an advocate is someone who sells you to other people. They will give you referrals or promote you. An advocate is a major capital asset in your arsenal of marketing. And your clients are going to become advocates when they start selling your product or services for you through referrals or testimonies. Now, a raving fan is an advocate who will sell for you. An advocate is someone who sells you. A raving fan is an advocate who will sell for you. A raving fan is someone who can't stop selling for you. They can be regarded as part of your team, another one of your team members who you're actually not paying a salary to, because these guys, these raving fans, want to see you succeed, and they will take it upon themselves to do your selling for you. They won't stop promoting you. Whenever they're out in public, they talk about the great product, the great service, the great experience they've had with you. Therefore, they're an integral part of your sales team, so you've got to look after your raving fans and have raving fans as part of your business. Now, what's that got to do with last night? Well, quite simply, it was this. Last night, Janelle and I were lucky enough to go to a Tottenham Hotspur ground. Now, this is the first time that Janelle and I have ever been to an English, well, it wasn't a Premier League game because they were playing the Dutch side for Test, but Rob and Kev Lawton from A2 Tyres. Let me show you who these guys are. Rob and Kev Lawton from A2 Tyres invited us along to their hospitality suite at Tottenham Hotspur, because they kind of like Tottenham. I'm kind of on the fence, but I just really liked the game that was on last night. So Kev and Rob Lawton of A2 Tyres, what a great time we had. And I'm going to let you decide where you think they fit on the ladder of loyalty by inviting us to the Tottenham game. And I'll tell you, the game was just amazing. We had 5 goals, we had 3 red cards, 2 yellows, I think, and a pitch invader. Unbelievable. All in one football game. And the great thing about it is that we've been dealing with Kev and Rob for a long time now, and their business has grown from strength to strength for the simple fact that we have been providing them with the information. They have been going out and implementing it, and they've had one of their best years ever. The figures, with the amount of zeros on the end that they're doing for turnover, net profit, bringing new staff in, is just phenomenal. They own A2 Tyres, based head office is on the Isle of Sheppey, but they've got stores in Sheppey, Sittingbourne, Detling, and there's another 2 places which remain secret at this stage that they're moving into to open up. So these are people that we have been moving through our ladder of loyalty, and I'm going to let you decide where you think they are based on the criteria that I just gave you a few minutes ago. So I'm going to put a shout out to Kev and Rob, because I'm going to say they do an amazing job, not only with tyres, but also with vehicle repairs. And we came back from Germany a couple of weeks ago, and our vehicle was stuffed. We'd been in a storm over in Germany, and it ripped the skirting off the back, and there was all sorts of stuff going on the engine management because there was lights going all over the place. We limped back to England here, took our car to Sittingbourne, having had a chat with Stuart, one of their managers, on the Sunday to see if we could make it back, and he said, all things being equal, you should be, but fair enough, he hadn't seen the vehicle. So we limped back, took it to A2 Tyres in Sittingbourne. They've just sorted us out. And the tyres we get, again, are an incredibly competitive price, but we don't actually compete or ask them about price. We actually just go and say, put the best tyres on our car, because we know they're going to give us value for what we have. We know the tyres are going to be really good, and they've sorted out our car as well. So that's about the ladder of loyalty, and it's a reciprocal agreement. I think I know we've helped them in business, so they've reciprocated by taking us to Tottenham Hotspur. It was just an amazing ground. If you've never been there, in fact, sorry, probably you guys have. You probably know how good it is, but I can't stop raving about it, because under this ground they've got an NFL ground as well, where they play American football, which they fold back, and it takes 20 minutes to do. And at the top of the stadium is that big cockerel that's been around for 100 years. It's just stunning. So again, Tottenham Hotspur, what a great time up in the hospitality suites. Kev and Rob Lawton, you're running a great business. Thank you very much. And it was just a great time last night. First time I've been to a football game, absolutely loved it. How you managed to ensure they gave us 5 goals, 3 red cards, 2 yellow cards, and a pitch invader, that's impressive, guys. The ladder of loyalty. The ladder of loyalty. Ensure that you understand the ladder of loyalty and how to move your clients up the ladder of loyalty so they are at least advocates and or raving fans. And it's going to be amazing the amount of referrals and recommendations you get for your business as a result of your clients being advocates or raving fans. Enjoy your weekend. We'll see you next week. And again, welcome to all the new Business Growth Accelerator clients we've had over this last week.